I am general manager of a metal roofing company. We manufacture and install metal roofing, mostly residential, some in commercial, and over the years we've gotten into the exterior of homes, doing siding and gutters. And our gross revenue last year was right at $5 million.
Good for you.
And roughly the profits on that was about $800,000 till everything was paid.
Very cool. Good. How can I help today?
So my question is, my father-in-law is actually the owner. He started the business, and he's getting older and wanting to slow down, of course, and he has over the years, as I stepped in a little bit more, and I really enjoy doing that. And just lately, we had some small talk on about, him stepping on out eventually and how that would all look, and me taking on that responsibility. And one thing that I was wanting your advice on, and I assume you could help, is what could I do at the moment with the position I have that would help me once that time comes and we make that change. Just something I could maybe start doing now and with the guys we have working for us.
How much longer do you think he's going to be in the saddle?
Well, like I said, we just had that conversation. I don't think he's sure yet, but if I'd have to guess, I'd say, another, maybe 10 years, if that.
Oh, wow. Okay,
roughly.
Good. Okay. The more gradual the transition, the easier it is on the team, the customers,
right,
the suppliers, the vendors, everyone, the more gradual it is, because you can talk about it and go, okay, we're aiming down the road here. This is not today, or it's not this year, it's not even next year, but we're beginning, and the both of you, you and him, once you have your plan laid out, then you just start talking about it. And and then your job is to be so dadgum good at your job that the people that work with you are looking forward to you being the owner.
Okay.
That you're easy to work with, you're leading them well, you're kind, you're taking care of the team, you're making the tough decisions when tough decisions need to be made. And one of my buddies that did a great transition, he said the best transitions are when your father-in-law announces formally, okay, next month, Kevin is going to be the owner and I'm stepping aside and he'll be the president. The team looks around and goes, oh, I thought he already was.
Yeah.
Because you were already doing everything mechanically, tactically. You were already sitting spiritually in the seat. The only thing that left was the ownership transfer. And you guys had done it so gradually. There's like an interstate on-ramp. You got a long runway there, right? And you got 10 years. And so this could be very gradual, very gentle. The team, they'll be going, oh, yeah, well, I kind of already thought it had happened. I mean, Kevin's already running everything. My gosh, and he takes care of us. And so now he got the title and he got the keys to the building. Oh, well, okay, good. And, they just move right along, and they don't think anything about it. Another friend of mine, when my son moved into the president role here at Ramsey, and we're co-running the business now as part of our gradual transition. I'm the CEO, he's the president, but one of my other buddies, I was telling him about this, has a big organization whose son had stepped in. He said, was your son Daniel, was he elected into the position in the boardroom or the elevator? And I said, well, he was confirmed in the elevator. The boardroom just went along with it. So in other words, it wasn't a decision that came down from on high. All the people Daniel worked with every day would have been surprised had he not gone into the role, because he was walking that direction and everybody knew it, right? And so that's kind of what you're doing with your gradual handoff. You put yourself in that. And then what that does is there's no whiplash, because you're not driving along and just whip the wheel to the left and everybody gets thrown out of the car. Right? And so instead, we're just driving up onto the oh, we're on the interstate. Who knew? And you got up to speed, and nobody thought anything about it. So it's one of the tenets, one of the principles of a good succession plan is the more gradual, the better. The more gradual, the less problem the team has. The more gradual, the more you can iron out any bumps or bugs in the process. The more gradual, the higher the probability that the succession plan will be a success, that you'll be holding the keys and can take this company on to the next level because you're not having to fight through a bunch of problems by a herky-jerky, sudden succession plan that wasn't well thought out or thought through. And that's what you're looking at there. That's the process. So that's what I'd tell you to do is go that direction. Good stuff, man. It's a good question, Kevin. And the fact that y'all are talking about it 10 years out, that's the way to do it, man. And you guys go ahead and get started. And start as soon as you get it nailed down kind of what the plan is, start communicating and say, this is kind of the plan. We're not sure exactly, but it's going to look something like this. That'll relieve the team today because they're already wondering.